It's Brian back here with a look at Veracity. All right, it's been a minute since we covered this. Um, this would be a bull run target price for this thing, 36 cents. That's a 68x from where we're at now. All right. I know that might be hard to believe, but 36 cents, but, you know, there it is. The Fibonacci is deadly accurate, man. Those of you out there that know they use a fib, you know how accurate they are. That's how I came up with the $240,000 Bitcoin price for the bull run is a Fibonacci. I don't guess. Anybody can say, "Oh, it's going to hit 500,000. It's going to hit a million." You got to have some kind of something to back it up. Okay, and the Fibonacci, it works extremely well. It gave the 2021 target, the 27 from 2017. It only missed it by a few $1,000. I think it had 71 or $72,000 target, and Bitcoin hit 69. All right, so 240,000. That's where Bitcoin's heading. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm just telling you what the Fibonacci says, and 240,000 is a target. I believe it's going to get there. This is the target for Veracity. 36 cents. That's a 68x from where we're at now, 0.005. So pretty decent target to not too bad, a 68x. So if that does work out, every 1,000 you put in, get 68 back. That's not too bad for sure. All right, now this is Veracity. We are on a weekly time frame here. All right, and you can see here that right here you have a trend going here. All right, I don't know if I'd cut up through there or not, but definitely you had this high, this low. We had a lower high, but you still have a higher low here. All right, so you need a higher high out of here. Now, as far as the pullback goes, let's get this off here because you couldn't ask for a better entry. If you were watching this thing and looking for an entry, that's 786. This thing pulled right down to it. Go from the bottom to the top. See, right down. The 786 was down here at 0.0049. If you would have used, and normally you get a bounce around to 618 or 702. That's normally your bounce areas. 786, if you can get a 786 entry, that's like the best entry you can get, okay? And ride this thing up. I believe that this definitely, in my opinion, is a bottom, at least for now. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down right in here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 waves down, which usually signals a bottom. You have a 786 pullback on the Fibonacci. Your weekly RSI is at the bottom, just starting up. All right, Veracity could be in for a run here. I'm not saying it's heading to 36 cents now. I believe Bitcoin's going to run into a huge problem here at 44 to 45,000 bucks. And I believe Bitcoin, is coming down to anywhere from 32 to 34,000. So that's a 618-702 pullback. Okay, that's where I believe it's heading. It did it in 2019. It pulled back to a 702 Fibonacci Bitcoin before it bounced. So Veracity could be in for a run here, until Bitcoin has its drop, and we all know when Bitcoin drops, it pulls everything down. All right, if you hold Caspa, please go watch my Caspa video I just did. I talk a lot about it, and I show everything in there about it. So anyway, let's move on here. The weekly, we have turned up. That's beautiful. The 3-day is bullish, heading up at 21 to 12. That's great. Okay, you got your daily at a 87 and a 86, still bullish. All right, but getting right near the top. But the weekly, the monthly's at an 82 and an 89. The monthly's actually bearish, but you got a bullish weekly. All right, last time the weekly was bullish was back over here in October. It's been that long, and it ran up, 100, about 150%. And 1.5x. Okay, Looked like it was going to do 5 waves in up here, and it should have, but it ended up fizzling out a little bit and rolling over here. It did 5 waves down right here to the 786, and I believe this is going to hold for support at 0.00484. All right, now you got your 12-hour at an 86 and a 76, still heading up, and you got your 8-hour still bullish, a 74 and a 62, and your 4-hour is getting towards the top. Now some price areas to watch out for here. All right, you can see a resistance coming in there now. Okay, right where we're at. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can get it right on here. Okay. Now we actually have broken through that level. All right, you can see all these. Let's go on a weekly. That's the weekly. The further you go out, weekly closes, monthly, like now. See on the weekly here how that matches up. All right, that's perfect. All right, we have resistance here, back through. And we're hitting it now. It was resistance on these 2 candles, so that's right exactly where it should be, and we're hitting resistance right at it right now. Okay, the 0.0055. All right, and we break through that, and then this thing, your next major resistance area looks like about there. Yeah, up at 0.00616. Okay, that would be your next major area. Then let's see after that would be right here, right there at 0.00667. All right, I believe this is going to hold as support down here, 0.00488. I would expect this to break and then retest 0.0055 as support. All right, something like this. You know, not financial advice, guys, but this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to break up, test this area, support, maybe let a few of them RSIs reset, and then keep going here. I would expect at least a retracement back to the 618 or 702 here before it decides what it's going to do, and that would be up at, let's take a look here, up in this area right up here. All right, you normally get to this area before it decides what it's going to do. Let's mark this out. 618, 702, right through here. All right, in fact, let's do something a little bit better than that. You know, and normally you will get retracements to them areas. You usually always do. Okay, so let's mark this out right in this zone. All right, I would expect Verasity to make it to before it decides what it's going to do. That's the 618, 702 Fibonacci area. You normally always get to at least some areas, okay, before it, I'm going to show you on this one here. Let's just leave the price there. We'll leave it there, but let me show you on this move here what happened. All right, you come down here, look at that. Came up to the 702 right here. Look at that, right? Beautiful. Came down, retraced up to the 702, and then fell down here, and we retraced to a 786, and now we're getting a bounce over this way, and we should make it at least up here to the 618 or 702, and then if we make it through that area, then this would be the next area to keep an eye on, right up here, right here, 618 to the 702, and that's on the bigger time frame. That's on this whole move. Okay, so keep your eye on these areas, guys. Seriously. All right, right up through here. I'd expect it to eventually. This could take a day. It could take a week. All right, but 0.00746 to 0.0078, and if it makes it through there, then you got these higher levels right up here, 0.00856 and 0.00922. That would be on the overall move here. And if it gets rejected at this 702 again, then we're going to have a bigger pullback here. Okay, then it's going to be an ABC, a big ABC, and you know, I'd expect to pull down to here. You know, does that coincide with anything? Unbelievable. You know, if Bitcoin has this big fall, wow, would that be a great entry down there? It coincides right with this support area down here. I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, we'll have to wait and see what plays out. But normally your A wave equals your C wave. If you take my trading lessons, you'll learn that. Okay, the A wave and the C wave are normally of equal length. Okay, so you would have an a B up to the 702, and then a C down here. No, we'll see what happens. Okay, but Bitcoin's going to have a pretty big pullback here. Okay, but in the meantime, it looks like Veracity's going to run up. How much could it run up here? Well, from where we're at now, it could run up anywhere from 35 to 67%. That's a pretty decent increase there. So every $100, it could turn into either around 135 to 166. We'll keep an eye on this, but that's what I would expect. A run up to one of these two areas, probably up here, more than likely. That would give mark this B leg in pretty solid, and then a drop down. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Please hit the like and subscribe. Consider becoming a member. You get them trading videos, plus you get into the Discord. Have a great night, everybody.